How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another amazing Call of Duty video from the Alpha Gaming Champion himself, 8 Thoughts. So happy that you're all here hanging out, appreciate it. And guys, from everything I've seen about this game and from playing it early, Modern Warfare is shaping up to be an awesome game that I'm almost certain will be a success. Now, with that being said, I don't think it's possible to relive or bring back the magic of the past, but this year's iteration of Call of Duty is definitely the most I think any fan of this franchise could ask for. So as it stands right now, microtransactions hasn't ruined it, and it looks really awesome. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. So in today's video then, we are going to be covering Modern Warfare Multiplayer, the 10 things you must know. Now before we start as well, there's definitely going to be more than 10 things in this video that you must know. But like 17 things you must know or 18 things you must know in a video title doesn't sound as cool as 10, so just bear that in mind. Alright, we're starting off simple, with all the game modes that we know about and one that you may not be aware of that isn't getting a lot of attention as of yet. First, of course, there's going to be the usual 6v6 regular team deathmatch, domination, etc. Then also, of course, a 10v10 ground war, and even more so, a 20v20 super ground war, which should be amazing when you think about some of the top tier kill streaks being implemented, which should make for like crazy high kill games, and probably some exciting gameplay, so hopefully that works out well. Also, which we saw a month ago, which everyone knows about, the 2v2 mode, which gives everyone sort of a random class. Everyone has the same classes, and there's no revives and no health regeneration, and was one of the favorite game modes amongst the Call of Duty YouTubers that played the game early. Now, the big question that Infinity Ward has been leaking and that we don't know much about is this 100v100 mode that, if implemented correctly, could spell big trouble for Battlefield, which also at the same time has a lot of Battlefield fans excited for. People are speculating that there is a 100v mode, which was supposed to be a battle royale, but Infinity Ward has denied those claims on Twitter already, saying they're not going to have a battle royale mode. So the 100v100 mode might just be some giant Battlefield type Call of Duty epic battle, which, I mean, that would be completely awesome. So we'll just have to wait and see what this game mode is and what it's all about come launch. Of course, I'm probably sure everyone watching this video already knows about one of the biggest changes in Modern Warfare or Call of Duty history that everyone is buzzing about and excited about or angry about, and that, my friends, is no minimap. Like I said, you probably already all know about this, but I thought it was worth mentioning because it's definitely a huge change and a must-know if you're going to be playing this game. However, Infinity Ward has already confirmed via Twitter that they are going to be listening to the community feedback during the beta for any possible changes to this if they deem it's in the best interest of the game and the community. Which guys, obviously is leaps and bounds better than what we got from the likes of David Ondahar this year for Black Ops 4. Someone actually listening to their fan base. I know, it's crazy. Can you believe it, guys? Imagine that. Hey, DICE, guys, you might want to start paying attention, and other developers, we as consumers can make or break you. So when you tell your consumers, if you don't like it, don't buy it, well, look at Battlefield 5. Kind of like no one bought it. The guns in this game have the most recoil in any Call of Duty title previously, but that recoil is predictable, so you can learn it and then have a way to control it and actually, master it and be accurate and deadly. They also have the best sound and most realistic feel as well. They just feels like you're actually firing a weapon with some, oomph to it, some power to it, some weight behind it. So, I mean, they just feel like the most realistic and most, I guess, visceral feeling, best feeling kind of firing of a gun we've had in a long time. There is no dead silence in this game, first time that has not been seen in a Call of Duty title. Honestly though, guys, I don't know what to think about that. I personally hate hearing my own footsteps when playing, and I just like to have the option for my own sake, not just the benefit of not being heard from the enemy team of being able to use dead silence. However, the footsteps in Modern Warfare, they aren't that audible to begin with, so I guess once again, we'll just have to wait and see if this is going to be annoying or not. But I personally, though, would maybe like to see dead silence in this game, as I really enjoyed past titles where I could sound horror and feel like I knew where enemies were coming from, and I kind of feel naked when I can't hear the enemy. I sort of get a directional sound of where they're coming from. When it comes to kill streaks, Infinity Ward has taken us back to the old school style. They are earned by kills, obviously that's why I called kill streaks, and not points or score streaks as they've been called in previous titles. There also is a perk that stacks kill streaks like the old days of Modern Warfare 2 or Black Ops 1, and also just like the old Modern Warfare 2 days or Black Ops 1 days, you cannot re-roll them. So once you earn them all, that's it. You have to die again before you can re-earn them. But just to let you know, the Kill Chain perk, which makes your kill streak stackable, is in the same perk slot as Ghost and Hardline, and this is not a pick 10 system, so you gotta choose one, which makes the decision very difficult because those are 3 very powerful perks in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Now at first I thought this was like dumb, and I was like, oh man, I don't think this is a good idea, but to be honest, Modern Warfare 2 is my favorite Call of Duty of all time. Black Ops 1, my favorite Call of Duty of all times. It worked there for me, so I just figured, like, you know what, it worked then, so why would it not work this time? Another feature in this game, which is unlike any Call of Duty ever, is you also can change your loadouts mid-game. Not just like change your class, but actually change your entire loadout like you had to do before in pre-game lobbies for other Call of Duty titles. Just another quirk that changes the way this game could be played and probably will be played. So on-the-fly loadout changes are coming. There is a brand new game mode like Search and Destroy called Cyber Attack. Essentially Search and Destroy, but you can revive down teammates, and as well, bomb sites are randomized. There's like 3 different locations, but you know, every time you're not sure which one's going to go to. Speaking of new modes, the night vision maps, which are completely different as well than anything we've seen before with previous Call of Duty titles. With the new engine and lighting system they've got, the maps are entirely dark, like nighttime. You can't see nothing. You're blind like Ray Charles, and the only way you can see is with your trusty night vision goggles. There's also no HUD to make it seem like it's ultra realistic, so it's like ultra realistic mode. Because you have night vision goggles on, you also can't aim down sights, but when you do try to aim down sights, what it does is it activates your laser sight, which becomes visible rather to everyone in the game, and then it gives you better accuracy, like with, you know, a laser light sight, right? We all know how previous Call of Duty titles work, but that laser light does pretty much give away your location, and everyone and everybody can see it. It's pretty cool though that I think that Infinity Ward has this mode playlist in the normal rotation of Team Deathmatch to spice things up a bit, right? Like they have been doing quite a few different things here with this title to, you know, spice things up, as I just said, to make it different, because, you know, previous Call of Duty titles, everything's sort of just been the same, sort of like a reskin, and honestly, this is one of the first titles in a long time that has some kind of innovation involved, so kudos to them. Of course, as well, another new thing, crossplay. I'm sure you've heard about this, you've seen it done videos on this previously, but I had to mention it here because this is something you need to know. And so quite simply, if you want to party up with your friends who have an Xbox, you have a PlayStation 4, or vice versa, you can. And you'll be able to play other people doing the exact same thing. If you hook up a controller to your PC, you'll play with other consoles, and if you hook up a keyboard and mouse to your console, you'll be matched up against PC players and console players using keyboard and mouse. Lastly, guys, an early and simple hint and tip that will actually help you immensely when the beta drops. Call of Duty Athlete Pro Tip! There is an option to disable motion blur. There are 2 settings though this time, one for the environment and one for your character. So definitely guys, disable them both, as the motion blur, it makes it seem like more visceral and more realistic, but it definitely hinders your aiming. So it makes it more difficult to see your enemies and aim with clear vision if you don't disable them. So disable them. Pro hint and tip coming to you here. Speaking of settings though, guys, kind of a bummer that I don't understand why we don't have this. Apex Legends has this on console, but for whatever reason, Call of Duty on console does not seem to want to implement this, but that is a field of view slider. There is no field of view slider functionality in the settings for Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Don't really understand it. Like I said, Apex Legends has this, PC players have this option, but for whatever reason, Call of Duty on console seems to be neglected by developers. Now also, for those who do not know, there is going to be a beta. It has been announced. It's going to be dropping. Infinity Ward has released all the information early. Early access for the PlayStation 4 exclusive beta starts on September 12th, and then will be open to all players on the 14th. A second beta has been also scheduled and will test the new cross-platform functionality within the game. Early access for the second beta begins on September 19th for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One users, and will be open to everyone on September 21st, ending on the 23rd. So everyone, with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Call of Duty Modern Warfare multiplayer 10 things you must know. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you're new here, listen, man, make sure to subscribe, smash that like button, hit the like button, all jokes aside, because it really does help the channel out. People like myself really need as many likes as we can to deal and, you know, get in the freaking algorithm, man. So it doesn't cost you anything. Just hit that like button, subscribe, obviously, for another amazing video if you want. And last but not least, and most importantly, my friends, how many thoughts? You all stay black. Well, the quick rotation shape, you have the ability movies, try to spin, just not the go test, let me course else, or that new thing, also the white man, bring it down. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everybody. Peace out.